Farming isn't just a job. Farming isn't just a job. It's the foundation of life. Farmers feed us, fuel our future, and pass down traditions built on hope and hard work. At Farm Credit Mid-America, we know farming is more than a profession. It's a legacy. That's why we stand shoulder to shoulder with farmers, offering agricultural loans, insurance, and education. Because we're not just here for farmers, we're owned by them. Farming matters, and we're proud to honor it every day. Offering loans, crop and livestock insurance, and education programs. Because we're not just here for farmers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is certainly a pleasure to welcome you all to Broadbent Arena for the Kentucky State Fair's 8th annual championship drive presented by Farm Credit Mid-America. It has been an exciting week here in Louisville, and tonight we get to see the best of the best compete for the champion titles. First, we'd like to thank our media coverage tonight, Ringside Live. Ringside Live is our live streaming service for the 2025 Kentucky State Fair, and the championship drive can be viewed on www.ringsidelive.co and Facebook Live. In addition, our photographers for this evening and duration of the fair come from Next Level Images. Images from the State Fair will be available on www.nextlevelimage.com. While we all have previously recognized the top 5 breeding females, this year marks the first time they will be showcased in a formal section process during the championship drives, mirroring the format of the market drives. We will also highlight the Grand and Reserve Champion Kentucky Proud exhibitors, Champion and Reserve Novice exhibitors from swine, sheep, and goat divisions, Showmanship winners, and scholarship recipients. Each division will begin by honoring these individuals, all of whom have been invited to the championship drive floor this evening. These recognitions celebrate the tremendous effort, dedication, and success our youth has shown throughout the year. We are honored to have the National FFA Eastern Region Vice President with us this evening. Please join me in welcoming Caroline Grath from Fayette County, Kentucky, as she shares a few words with us.
Good evening, everyone. It is an absolute pleasure to be here on behalf of the National FFA organization. I can remember like it was yesterday, my very first Kentucky State Fair. I walked into the ring with my lamb still on a halter and knew nothing about what I was doing. But what I do know is what the livestock industry has taught me over the years. It has taught me hard work, dedication, and the idea of serving something bigger than myself. I can remember in high school when I would have to tell my friends that I couldn't always hang out because I had animals depending on me back home. The livestock industry is shaping the next generation of future leaders. Over the course of this past year, I've had the opportunity to travel across the United States, traveling over 100,000 miles. And one thing has remained true. As a wise man said this morning, when you cross the line to get into Kentucky, the grass is greener, the sky is more blue, and the flowers are more beautiful. And that could not be more accurate. It is so good to be back in my old Kentucky home, and I can't wait to celebrate and champion the livestock exhibitors this evening. Thank you, and enjoy the night.
Our next speaker tonight is Mr. David Beck, President and CEO of Kentucky Venues. Mr. Beck.
Thank you very much. On behalf of the members of the Kentucky State Fair Board, our management team, and all of our staff, it's an honor and privilege for me to be here again this evening and offer greetings to you as we go back into the Broadbent Arena to have this wonderful celebration this evening for all that's been accomplished by all the young people and their hard work and dedication and with their livestock. I got a few things I'd like to say. One is I want to introduce our members of our Kentucky State Fair Board. I'd ask if they would stand, if the Fair Board members would stand, please. I'll call you by name. Dr. David Williams is serving as chairman of our Fair Board. Dr. Williams. Mr. Joe Goggin is serving as vice chairman. Mr. Marshall Coyle serves as a member of the board. Mr. Steve Kelly. Let me see who else we have here. Mr. Darren. Yes, Benton. thank you for being here. Mr. Billy Ray Smith, former Commissioner of Agriculture, thank you for being here. And we have our FFA. Aiden, thank you for being here, our state president. Chase, thank you for being here representing 4-H. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a member, our Commissioner of Agriculture, Mr. Jonathan Shell, our Commissioner. These are members of our state fair board. I ask you to show your appreciation for them. We're very blessed to have this group of professionals in every area of our life, and they're dedicated to the fair, they're dedicated to these facilities, and they're dedicated to the youth of Kentucky and the livestock programs we have. It's just great to work with them. I also want to say to our sponsors, thank you very much for all you do. All of our wonderful sponsors will be recognized a little bit later, but also I want to specifically mention Farm Credit Mid-America is our presenting sponsor for this event again this year. It takes those type of corporate leaders and all of our sponsors to make these things happen. I'm also very appreciative of the Kentucky Department of Agriculture. The Commissioner staff work hard to facilitate these shows. Alongside the members of our exposition team, Ms. Corinne Feder and all her people, thank you for what you do. These shows would not happen without that kind of commitment and dedication. And from my observations, these people have a great deal of passion for the young people they're showing. Many have served in that role, been in the rings themselves, and they're looking forward to continuing that, not just for this generation, but the next one as well. I want to take just a moment, too, on all the renovations that are taking place. I know that's probably been challenged for you and your families if you've been on our property this week. But I can tell you what, these new buildings are going to be exciting, and they're being built with agriculture and livestock specifically in mind. So a little pain here as we dominate the traffic around the buildings, but it's going to be worth it when we get all this taken care of in a few months. Again, congratulations to each and every one of you for reaching this level of competition. I know you made your families, your advisors, and every aspect very proud of what you've been able to accomplish. Best wishes to each and every one of you this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Beck and the Kentucky State Fair Board for all you do for the Kentucky State Fair and Kentucky venues. Our next guest we have tonight is Mr. Greg Heidemann. Mr. Heidemann is the Vice President of Ag Lending for our Championship Drive presenting sponsor, Farm Credit Mid-America. Greg?
First, I want to thank you all for being here this evening. It's always an honor for us at Farm Credit to come and sponsor an event like this. We always look forward to seeing all the great accomplishments these young folks have made throughout the year and all the hard work they've put in. You know, as a parent of a 4-H'er and a couple FFA members, I get the fortunate advantage to see this throughout the year. And we always look forward to sharing that with everybody else outside the ag community. So thank you for being here. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to see the championship stock tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Greg, and everyone from Farm Credit Mid-America for being our presenting sponsor for this evening and everything you all do to support our youth here in Kentucky.
At this time, we would like to say a big thank you to the Kentucky Exposition Foundation for all the work that they do to support our youth and raise money to support the championship drive. If you're a member of our Kentucky Exposition Foundation Board and are present this evening, please stand to be recognized when I call your name. Executive Director Sam Corbett, Chairman Scott Schoenberger, Secretary and Treasurer Tandy Patrick, Mr. Warren Beeler, Mr. David Wallace, Senator Robin Webb, Mr. Joe Goggin, Mr. Charlie Boyd, Orson Oliver, and Mr. David Beck. Put our hands together for those individuals. We'd now like to ask the Kentucky Exposition Foundation's Executive Director, Sam Corbett, to say a few remarks on behalf of the foundation.
Thank you very much. As was just mentioned, my name is Sam Corbett, and I am the Executive Director of the Kentucky Exposition Foundation. You just met my outstanding board members who helped me with this work. Our job for tonight is basically to work with our sponsors, our partners, and raise the money that will go towards the awards that many of these young people hopefully will receive in the next couple hours. So obviously we want to thank Farm Credit Mid-America our presenting sponsor. And I won't read all of the other outstanding sponsors, but you can see these great banners that the folks at Kentucky Venues created for us. So pay particular attention to the people that are supporting this effort. And if you might be interested in the future in supporting the championship drive, you can always reach out to the Kentucky Exposition Foundation, and we'll find a way to get you involved. Congratulations to all of you, particularly parents and grandparents in the audience, because I know you're excited about what your young people are going to do in the next couple hours. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Corbett. At this time, we'd like to say a special thank you to the members of the Kentucky Department of Agriculture and the University of Kentucky Cooperative Extension Service for their involvement and assistance throughout the fair. Folks, it takes a lot of people to run these shows. It takes a lot of effort to get things lined up, things through the ring. Let's show our appreciation for all those individuals that make things happen this week. Like Mr. Corbett alluded to, there are many sponsors that we would like to say a big thank you to for making tonight's championship drive possible. To our presenting sponsor, Farm Credit Mid-America, as well as the Kentucky Agricultural Development Fund, Kissel Entertainment, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Kentucky Soybean, Kentucky Corn Growers, KCTCS, Central Kentucky Ag Credit, Kentucky Pork Producers, the Kentucky Department of Agriculture, Tom McGinnis with Heritage Farms, Kentucky Kingdom, Kentucky 4-H Foundation, Kentucky Association of Fairs and Horse Shows, Goggin Angus Farm, Hinton Mills, AC Livestock, Washington County Livestock Center, Champion Show Supply, and Kentucky Cattlemen's Association. Put our hands together for all of our sponsors this evening.
Maggie Drake is a freshman at the University of Kentucky, majoring in agriculture, economics, and political science. She grew up on her family's grain farm, Keith Legacy Farms, in Butler County, Kentucky, and she is a former Kentucky 4-H state officer. If you could join me in giving Miss Maggie Drake a round of applause.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Great job, Maggie. Please remain standing for the singing of My Old Kentucky Home.
The sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer, the people are gay. The corn tops ripe and the meadows in the bloom. while the birds make music all the day. Weep no more, my lady. Oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home far away.
Thank you, Maggie, and great job as always. Over the past several days, 4-H and FFA members have exhibited hundreds of market and breeding animals for a coveted spot in tonight's championship drive. Grand, Reserve, and third overall division champions will return to the green shavings this evening, where the judges will select the top 10 in each species. As you all know, the Kentucky State Fair is built on traditions made with family at the fair. We hope over the years your families have been able to enjoy the memories that come with the youth livestock shows. Please turn your attention to the video screens for a video highlighting our past winners' traditions.
It took me 17 years and a lot of hard work to finally be able to say that I've won State Fair.
If you want to succeed, you have to work at it.
It's intense. It's intense. You're concentrating on making sure the judge sees your animal, you know your family's watching, you're holding your breath, and when the judge picks your animal, it's surreal.
The Junior Livestock program teaches the most wonderful life lessons. Advantages you get from the experience of winning and losing and being in competition. Winning is fantastic. You have the feeling of pride and joy that you have knowing you did a good job.
I'll never forget how Dougie's ears perked the second we hit the ring. The chills that ran from the top of my head to the tip of my toes. When that hand reaches out to shake yours, it really is something special. It's like it's in slow motion, and a moment is created that'll stay with you for the rest of your life.
Lesson learned. Success is earned. Hard work.
I still get very emotional talking about that day and what it means to me, but I get even more emotional watching today's generation in Grand Drives, because I know this is a huge moment for them. It's going to influence them and impact them in ways they don't even know is to come yet.
And I think losing teaches more than winning. Even in a time of disappointment, that have the ability, the discipline, the character to stand back and figure out what they did wrong and learn from losing will go far in life. I've watched young people turn into terrific, selfless parents, leaders, and volunteers. This program just works. I'm really proud to have raised my kids in the Junior Livestock program.
There's nothing better than August in Kentucky on these green shavings.
Hey, kiddos, turn around for me. Ladies and gentlemen, here are your exhibitors that will be competing tonight in our Grand Championship Drive.
Whoa!
Good luck, kiddos. Go get your stock ready. As they are exiting the ring, we would like to welcome some of our other extraordinary youth leaders that we have here in the state of Kentucky. First, our Kentucky 4-H State Officer Team. If you all will stand as I call your name. State President Kay Sherrill. State Vice President Harper Ritchie. State Secretary Bethany Barber. State Treasurer Creighton Smith. State Reporter Emmy Lynch. Our FFA State Officer Team. State President Aiden Manley, Green River State Vice President Michaela Fields, your State FFA reporter Sierra Morris, and your State FFA Vice President Matthew Estes. Put our hands together for our officer teams. I'd like to ask both our State 4-H and FFA presidents to come forward to give some remarks and an invocation.
Well, howdy, everybody. My name is Kay Sherrill. I'm your 4-H president this year, and let me just say, on behalf of my officer team, we are honored to be here. It is truly an honor and a privilege to stand on these green shavings with so many amazing showmen. Your all's dedication and care for your animals, your craft, and the passion, the time you take to care for these animals and lead them and show them is truly inspirational. I can't wait to see what the night has for you all, and I wish you only the best. You all deserve to be here, so walk in the ring, show that you deserve to be here. Here's Andy Manley.
Could everyone please bow their heads and join me in prayer? Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you today, and first of all, we just thank you for another day of life, Lord. Our hearts are full of gratitude for all that you provide. We know that we cannot take one single breath, Lord, unless you allow it, and that our livestock cannot take one single breath either, Lord. We thank you so much for the great industry of agriculture, Lord. We thank you so much for our livestock here and for every exhibitor, Lord. We know what a great privilege it is to be involved in the industry of agriculture, Lord, that provides for everyone, that puts food on everyone's plate, Lord. We ask that you would just continue to bless this fair, Lord, as it's already been a blessing to so many, and that you would watch over every exhibitor and all the livestock as they travel home after this, Lord. Again, we thank you so much for another day of life, and we also want to thank you for all the families and the parents, Lord, that allow the youth to come and put in this hard work, Lord, and learn so much from showing their livestock. It's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen.
Let's give those young leaders a big, nice round of applause. And with that sound, it's time for our championship drive presented by Farm Credit Mid-America. Our first division this evening is our breeding gilt division. 143 gilts were exhibited Tuesday for the 2025 Kentucky State Fair. We'll also recognize our novice market hog exhibitors. Your champion novice market hog was exhibited by Ava Moore of Falmouth, 8 years old, Pendleton County 4-H, daughters of Chris and Allison Moore. And your reserve novice, Mr. Benton Mann, DeMossville, 8 years old, Pendleton County 4-H, son of Michael and Becky Mann. Thank you, kiddos. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your fair. You got it, Benton?
Farming isn't just a job, It's the foundation of life. Farmers feed us.
Sipes. Your reserve, Berkshire, exhibited by Mr. Mitchell Webster from California, Kentucky, 21 years old, Campbell County FFA, son of Tim and Tammy Webster. Your reserve, Chester, exhibited by Carson Crouch of Falmouth, 15 years old, Pendleton County FFA, the son of Jeff and Joanna Crouch. Your reserve, Duroc breeding gilt, exhibited by Andrew Stith of Brandenburg, 16 years old, Meade County FFA, son of Kevin and Laura Stith. Your reserve, Hampshire breeding gilt, is exhibited by Amelia Gripsover of Auburn, 12 years old, Logan County 4-H, the daughter of Paul and Ellie Gripsover. Your reserve champion Hereford breeding gilt is exhibited by Rylan Hager of Flattery, 12 years old, Meade County 4-H, son of Matthew and Brittany Hager. Your reserve land race is exhibited by Lila Mann of DeMossville, 11 years old, Pendleton County 4-H, daughter of Michael and Becky Mann. Your reserve Poland is exhibited by Michaela Massey of London, 17 years old, South Laurel FFA, daughter of Joey and Melissa Massey. And your reserve spot, exhibited by Savannah Moore of Taylorsville, 13 years old, Spencer County 4-H, the daughter of Eric and Emily Moore. Your reserve Yorkshire was exhibited by Colton Fitzpatrick of Danville, 15 years old, Boyle County FFA, the son of Brandon and Nikki Ellis, shown by Mr. Cooper Propes. And your reserve champion crossbred breeding gilt, exhibited by Case Compton of Brandenburg, 17 years old, Meade County 4-H, the son of Stephen and Jody Compton. Put your hands together for all of those reserve champion breeding gilts. And now let's work through those grand champion breeds. Your champion dark AOB breeding gilt was exhibited by Aaliyah Hardesty of Guston, 13 years old, Breckenridge County 4-H, the daughter of Nicholas and Bethany Hardesty. Your Berkshire, exhibited by Mitchell Webster, 21 years old, from California, Kentucky, Campbell County FFA, son of Tim and Tammy Webster. Your Chester was exhibited by Hayden Atcher of Bloomfield, 14 years old, Nelson County 4-H, son of David Bryan and Valerie Atcher. Your Duroc was exhibited by Brooke Montgomery of Taylorsville, 19 years old, daughter of Dwayne and Anita Montgomery. Your champion Hampshire breeding gilt was exhibited by Oliver Gripsover, Auburn, 14 years old, Logan County 4-H, son of Paul and Ellie Gripsover. Your Hereford is exhibited by Whitley Hardesty of Guston, 9 years old, Breckenridge County 4-H, the daughter of Nicholas and Bethany Hardesty. Your champion landrace gilt was exhibited by Hayden Atcher of Bloomfield, 14 years old, Nelson County 4-H, son of David Bryan and Valerie Atcher. It's exhibited by shown tonight by Eliza Grace Atcher. Your Poland is exhibited by Lakeland Shoemaker of Tollsboro, 16 years old, Lewis County 4-H, the daughter of Mark and Jody Shoemaker. Your Spot, exhibited by Nash Wunderlich of Waddy, 12 years old, Shelby County 4-H, son of Ryan and Holly Wunderlich. Your champion Yorkshire, exhibited by Colton Fitzpatrick of Danville, 15 years old, Boyle County FFA, son of Brandon and Nikki Ellis. And your Crossbred, exhibited by Chance Hager of Flaherty, 14 years old, Meade County 4-H, son of JJ and Rhonda Hager. As our judge is evaluating our gilts, we'd like to thank Mr. Nathan Ray for joining us. Nathan's from Osco, Illinois. He's a former tenured professor of animal science, where he coached both junior and senior collegiate livestock judging teams, developing future leaders in their field. His own competitive successes include being a 2-time high individual at the National Barrow Show and a 2-time All-American Livestock Judge. Nathan earned his associate's degree from Black Hawk East, bachelor's from Texas A&M, and his master's from Angelo State University. Alongside his wife Libby and children Olivia, Isabella, Brianna, Tatum, and Hank, he operates Ray Farms, managing a diverse operation of both cattle and hogs. Folks, put your hands together for our judge this week, Mr. Nathan Ray.
As we've got another show to judge, let's put our hands together here for an outstanding set of hogs and showmen, the great state of Kentucky. I don't know how that intro didn't get you fired up, so let's let them hear it, Kentucky. I think there's a guild out here, and that's what it's all about. Good family and friends and faith and all that good stuff, and still keeping the things important or things that are important in mind. Again, my wife's at home. She probably does more work than I do, so she probably deserves to be here more than I do, but I just can't thank her enough for what she does every day around the farm and the kids that help. Folks, let's go ahead and fire these up. We're not going to be too long out here. We've got a big show to judge. I know who I'm using. I'm sure you do too. I talked about these hogs, and we got good representation about just each breed and what they bring to the forefront. Just so many good hogs throughout the state. You know, you talk about just different traits they bring. They still got to be females for me. They still got to be show pigs. There's one that does that to a great level. She's so powerful. She's so sound. She looks like a mama. You know, I talked about her in division. I'm going to go slap you a champion.
And your grand champion breeding gilt comes from your crossbred division, Mr. Chance Hager. Congratulations, Chance. That'll bring in Case Compton's in contention for reserve.
Really impressive female that wins this show, and one equally as impressive, maybe just not quite there in one of those back legs during the show. She looks like she's 100% today, and just talk about stoutness and power and brood sow utility, what they're supposed to look like. I tell you what, this one's awesome as well. Young man's reserve crossbred is reserve champion.
And your reserve grand champion breeding gilt is your other crossbred, Mr. Case Compton. Congratulations. That'll bring in Carson Crouch's third in contention for the top 5.
Drop that third overall crossbred out. Again, I talked about the things that she brings to the table, and certainly her future is going to be exceptional. Her look and quality and build and fundamentals are so good. You step in behind her, she's so square and powerful, yet she's a little green over rib, and at that size she should be. Her proportions are nearly ideal. I drop her in her flank, and she rivals those top 2. Let me help congratulate this young man. His crossbred is third overall.
And your third overall champion breeding gilt is your other crossbred. Congratulations to Mr. Carson Crouch, third overall breeding gilt.
getting out here in the purebreds. There's some really good hogs out here, and talked about a few of these really briefly and in depth yesterday. There's one for her breed that brings so many good things to the table, just stoutness and power, and looks like a female. Got a great underline laid under too, and she's got a really good vulva. I love how square and powerful she is. She's not the biggest one, but she's pretty much EST everywhere else. The young man's Berkshire's 4th overall.
And your 4th overall breeding gilt comes from your Berkshire breed, Mr. Mitchell Webster. Congratulations, Mitchell. We need Piper Wunderlich's 3rd overall Berkshire to come into the ring in contention for 5th overall, please.
Bringing in that reserve Berkshire again. I talked about her elegance and how she's built from the side and just her shape and look up front. You know, a gilt that's really just got a lot of good fundamentals to her. And just to talk about a few out here, the Yorkshire's a very good kind of female. The Chester's super stout. The Tamworth looks like a lady and walks like one too. The Spotted Gilt's got a lot of shape and power. But for me, there's one that's put together really hard for that breed. And honestly, her feature, her boldness, her stoutness, her squareness of build is just phenomenal. The Hampshire's 5th overall.
And your 5th overall breeding gilt is your grand champion Hampshire, Mr. Oliver Gripsover. Congratulations. Let's put our hands together for all of our breeding gilt exhibitors. We'd now like to recognize and announce our Kentucky Proud champions from the Gilt Show. Your champion Kentucky Proud Gilt from the Berkshire division was Mr. Mitchell Webster. And your reserve champion Kentucky Proud from the Crossbred division, Allie Arnold. Put our hands together for both of those individuals.
I grew up on a 200-head sow farm. When I first decided I decided that I wanted to not just move into my parents' farm, but create something of my own too, it was difficult to make an investment of this size. But with the Growing Forward program with Farm Credit, there's so much guidance and there's so many tools that we're given because they want us to be successful. We built a 10,000 head site that's behind me, and we've gone from that to 30 in the last couple years. As a farmer, I want the world to know that we care for these animals. I want them to know that it's not just a dollar, it's a lifestyle.
And now our market hogs. Earlier today, 242 market hogs were exhibited as part of the 2025 Kentucky State Fair. Each of these exhibitors have put in countless hours of hard work and dedication preparing their animals for this show. The quality they seen in the ring today was truly outstanding. This evening, we are proud to welcome back the top individuals from this division to the championship drive floor. Please help us recognize the grand champions and 3rd overall breed champions that helped make today's show such a strong representation of youth livestock in Kentucky. Let's celebrate the exhibitors behind these outstanding animals and the commitment they've shown throughout the year. Your 3rd overall Berkshire, exhibited by Court Flock of Harrodsburg, 16 years old, Mercer County FFA, son of Brian and Nancy Flock. Your Chester, exhibited by Bristol Hopkins of Nicholas County, 15 years old, Kenton County 4-H, the daughter of Dustin and Michelle Hopkins. Your Duroc, exhibited by Madeline Strain of Independence, 21 years old, the daughter of Mark Strain. Your Hampshire, exhibited by Daniel Laurent of Princeton, 18 years old, Caldwell County FFA, son of Kevin and Colette Laurent. Your Hereford, exhibited by Woods Wunderlich of Waddy, 9 years old, Shelby County 4-H, son of Ryan and Holly Wunderlich. The land race exhibited by Wyatt Moore of Taylorsville, 12 years old, Spencer County 4-H, son of Dana and Jason Moore. Your Poland exhibited by Emery Burnett of Litchfield, 15 years old, Grayson County 4-H, the daughter of Dustin and Ashley Burnett. Your Spot was exhibited by Ruby Atchison of Pleasuresville, 12 years old, Henry County 4-H, daughter of Justin and Catherine Atchison. Your third overall Tamworth was exhibited by Hayden Atcher of Bloomfield, 14 years old, Nelson County 4-H, son of David Bryan and Valerie Atcher. Your Yorkshire, exhibited by Nicholas Arkanal, Butler, 19 years old, Pendleton County FFA, son of Brian and Josie Arkanal. Your third overall crossbred was exhibited by Andrew Stith of Brandenburg, 16 years old, Meade County FFA, son of Kevin and Laura Stith. And now those reserve breed champions. Your Berkshire is exhibited by Aaliyah Hardesty of Guston, 13 years old, Breckenridge County 4-H, daughter of Nicholas and Bethany Hardesty. Your reserve Chester is exhibited by Josie Hopper of Dover, 13 years old, Mason County FFA, daughter of Chris and Stephanie Hopper. The Duroc, exhibited by Ava Jackson of Lawrenceburg, 9 years old, Anderson County 4-H, daughter of Aaron Jackson and Alyssa Miller. Your Hampshire, exhibited by Carson Crouch of Falmouth, 15 years old, Pendleton County FFA, son of Jeff and Joanna Crouch. Your Hereford, exhibited by Ryland Hager of Flattery, 12 years old, Meade County 4-H, son of Matthew and Brittany Hager. Your reserve land race was exhibited by Woods Wunderlich of Waddy, 9 years old, Shelby County 4-H, son of Ryan and Holly Wunderlich. Your reserve champion Poland was exhibited by Evan Cotton of Princeton, 18 years old, Caldwell County FFA, son of Jeff Cotton, stepmother Deborah Cotton, and mother Charlotte Cotton. Your reserve Spot was exhibited by Daniel Laurent of Princeton, 18 years old, Caldwell County FFA, the son of Kevin and Colette Laurent. And your Tamworth was exhibited by Harper Triplett of Frankfort, 13 years old, Bondurant Middle FFA, daughter of Julia and Jeremy Triplett. Your reserve Yorkshire, exhibited by Landon Hack of Wilmore, 19 years old, Jessamine County FFA, son of Josh and Christy Hack. And your reserve crossbred, exhibited by Addison Arnett of Mount Sterling, 17 years old, Montgomery County FFA, the daughter of Chris and Rebecca Arnett. And now your champion breeds. From your Berkshire division, we have Miss Mally Sipes of Vine Grove, 16 years old, Meade County FFA, daughter of Billy and Melody Sipes. Your champion Chester, exhibited by Allie Arnold of Springfield, 17 years old, Washington County FFA, daughter of Craig and Laura Arnold. Your Duroc, exhibited by Brooke Montgomery at Taylorsville, 19 years old, Spencer County FFA, daughter of Dwayne and Anita Montgomery. Your Hampshire, exhibited by Holland Hobbs of Flattery, 15 years old, Meade County 4-H, son of Patrick and April Hobbs, shown by Mr. Mitchell Webster. Your Hereford, exhibited by Mackenzie Howard of Harrodsburg, 12 years old, Mercer County 4-H, daughter of Brandon and Michaela Howard. Your Poland, exhibited by Nash Wunderlich Awadi, 12 years old, Shelby County 4-H, son of Ryan and Holly Wunderlich, exhibited by Mr. Woods Wunderlich. Your Spot, exhibited by Nash Wunderlich Waddy, 12 years old, Shelby County 4-H, son of Ryan and Holly Wunderlich. Your Land Race, exhibited by Nicholas Arkenaw, Butler, 19 years old, Pendleton County FFA, son of Brian and Josie Arkenaw. Tam Time, your Tamworth, Leah Hardesty from Guston, 13 years old, Breckenridge County 4-H, the daughter of Nicholas and Bethany Hardesty. Your Champion Yorkshire, exhibited by Alexis Jones of Salvisa, 21 years old, Mercer County FFA, the daughter of Michael and Debbie Jones. And your Champion Crossbred, exhibited by Holland Hobbs of Flattery, 15 years old, Meade County 4-H, the son of Patrick and April Hobbs. Put your hands together for all of those Champion Market Hog exhibitors.
If you would, let's shut these hogs down for just a minute. I'm going to be brief, but I hope it's meaningful for what I'm going to tell you, and it's really not too much, but just be thankful for what you got. Thank your parents, thank your grandparents, thank your ag teachers, your county extension. Thank all those people out in the crowd that cheer you on and help you. Thank everybody around you, because you don't know how lucky you are to be out here. I took a drive downtown last night. It made me really appreciate what I had. But again, it's been a great honor to be here. It's been a great honor just to be out here. And again, like I said before, the things that are important in life, just make sure you keep that in mind when you're going to the livestock barn. Winning's great. Doing things the right way and being a good person's even better. Let's hear it for these kids one more time. It's been a great show. I tell you what, those 6, 7 judges over there, I've known a lot of them for a long time. That's a great set of fellows. Really humble to be out here with those guys, and they're such good opinions and guys I look to growing up. Mr. Titus is over there. I've known him for a long time, and a couple of these other guys. But again, it's just a great set of judges. It's kind of fun to talk to those guys before the show as well. For me, market fundamentals are very simple. Squareness, power, shape, and having some muscle are very important in a mobile package. It's hard to put an animal in perspective that has all those things and see what they can do and how they respond to feed, and it's a fun process. To me, there's one that's a true meat animal, shaped animal. He's bold, he's powerful, he's got the most to him, he handles it correctly, he's an absolute horse. I'm going to go out here and slap you a champion.
And your grand champion market hog is your crossbred, Mr. Holland Hobbs. Congratulations, Holland. Well, that'll bring in Addison Arnett's in contention for the top 5.
We've got a lot of good hogs out here, and to sort the top end of this hog show has been really good. It's been really fun. You know, it's been kind of splitting hairs in some areas, but again, there's a lot of good hogs out here, and I really feel confident in what we have out there. Hogs look fuller, they look fresher, they look incredible out here tonight. For me, there's one that takes, again, quality to the next level. That's a good-headed, really square-built one. For those guys that like the clubby look, he represents that as well. But I think this one just got a lot of good things to him. Young ladies, crossbred is reserve.
And reserve grand champion market hog is your reserve crossbred, Miss Addison Arnett. Congratulations. That'll bring in Andrew Stith in contention for the top 5.
Okay, hey, I'm still confused a little bit. So we're good? For third overall, I think there's a lot of good purebreds out here. You know, we talked about that crossbred. If he's just a little longer in his stride, he's so powerful everywhere else. When I'm drawing a market hog in my mind, going to the AI sows out in the breeding pen, I envision a square-built, heavy-duty animal. It's really stout. If this one's just a little bit longer in his stride, again, he's lights out as well. Young man's crossbred is third out.
And your third overall is your third overall crossbred, Mr. Andrew Stith. Congratulations, Andrew.
It gets a little bit closer for fourth overall, but there's some really good hogs out here. And again, personal preference, I like them stout, I like them modern, I like them mobile. At times, you know, we can tighten those hogs up just a little bit for the power they represent. Young ladies, Yorkshire is going to be fourth overall.
And your fourth overall market hog is your champion Yorkshire, Alexis Jones. Congratulations, Alexis. That'll bring in Landon Hack in contention for fifth overall.
For fifth overall, again, some hogs in contention, and just I think there's a lot of different options out here. But one, again, moderation and stoutness and still being, you know, all the proportions I like and built right. The Yorkshire is going to be fifth overall.
And your fifth overall champion market hog is your reserve champion Yorkshire, Mr. Landon Hack. Congratulations, Landon. Let's put our hands together for all of those market hog exhibitors. We would now like to announce our Kentucky Proud champions from the Market Hog Show. Your champion Kentucky Proud from the Crossbred division, Miss Kendall White. And your reserve champion Kentucky Proud from the Yorkshire division, Alexis Jones. Let's give both of those individuals a big round of applause. Let's get our good picture with them. Give a big hand to both the girls. Thank you both. Next, we'd like to introduce our Agriculture Commissioner, Mr. Jonathan Schell, to say a few words and to recognize the 2025 Commissioner Award winners. Please help me in welcoming Commissioner Schell for the Commissioner's Award presentations.
Thank you, Braden. It's good to be with you all tonight. Thank you so much for the effort and the work that you and your families and your kids put into these shows. And we couldn't be more excited about the work and effort that these kids do on a daily basis, what it means to our state, what it means to our ag industry. You're building the next leaders, the next generation of agriculture leaders across the state of Kentucky and the leaders in communities across this state. I'm so proud to be a part of this. We at the Department of Agriculture love being here at the State Fair each and every year, working with you all, working throughout the year on the expos, on the regionals, and at the county fairs. Thank you to the family so much for the effort and the work that you all put in. We always want to make things better, bigger, and more for these kids so that they get an experience of a lifetime. And so thank you from the bottom of my heart as your Commissioner of Agriculture. Every day that I put my feet on the ground, I try to do something to ensure that we're moving this state forward in the right way. So thank you all so much, and let's recognize these kids and the effort that they've put in. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Commissioner Shell, for all that you do for Kentucky agriculture. We'd now like to recognize our showmanship winners. Bring those individuals in. Our overall swine showman was Michaela Pike of Painesville, 17 years old, Meade County FFA, the daughter of Tommy and Bridget Pike. Your overall goat showman was Mr. John Banks of Garrett, 18 years old, Meade County FFA, son of Doug and Melinda Banks. Your market lamb showman is Reagan Coffey of Harnett, 14 years old, Grayson County 4-H, the daughter of Hope and Charlie Tollett, and Sam and Tabitha Coffey. Your overall breeding sheep showman was Mr. Clark Coyle of Danville, 18 years old, Boyle County FFA, son of Doug and Beth Coyle. Your overall heifer showman was Miss Danielle Taylor of Nicholasville, 18 years old, Jessamine County FFA, the daughter of Alan and Jessica Taylor. And your overall market beef showman is Miss Kira Moore of Fountain Run, 17 years old, Barron County FFA, the daughter of Johnny and Vanessa Moore. Put your hands together for all of those showmanship exhibitors.
I grew up farming alongside with my dad, my grandfather. The farm where I live at now, it's a full circle approach. We grow the feed here, we bale the corn fodder, and we feed some of it, we bed with it, and we return it right back to the ground as our fertilizer. With Farm Credit, it's kind of been full service brought right to me. Carrying on the legacy of farming from my grandpa to my dad, myself, and you kind of see your own boys taking a liking to it just like you did at a small age, and it's a good feeling.
Up next in tonight's championship drive is our sheep division. We're proud to begin this portion of the evening by recognizing some outstanding individuals who've gone above and beyond the show ring this year. We'd like to honor our novice reserve champion exhibitor who's with us tonight. These young participants are just beginning their livestock journey, and their passion and potential were on full display during this year's show. Your reserve champion novice was Katie Whaley of Georgetown, 8 years old, Scott County 4-H, the daughter of Gary and Sarah Whaley. Thank you, Miss Katie. And now it's time to shift our attention to the youth behind our exceptional breeding sheep. At this time, we'd like to ask our breed champions, reserves, and third overalls from the breeding sheep division to begin making their way to the ring. These exhibitors represent the top of their breeds and have earned the spot in tonight's coveted selection championship drive through hard work, preparation, and a commitment to excellence in livestock production. Your third overall AOB meet was Josiah Geyer of Allensville, 16 years old, Todd County 4-H, son of Derek and Lisa Geyer. Your third overall Dorset was exhibited by Reagan Coffey of Harnett, 14 years old, Grayson County 4-H, the daughter of Hope and Charlie Tollett, and Sam and Tabitha Coffey. Your Dorset Advantage, exhibited by Wilson Barnes of Cynthiana, 17 years old, Harrison County FFA, son of Greg and Tracy Barnes. It was shown by Ansley Terrell. Your Hampshire, exhibited by Clark Coyle of Danville, 18 years old. Boyle County FFA, son of Doug and Beth Coyle. Your Southdown, exhibited by Carson Dalton of Scottsville, 11 years old. Allen County 4-H, the son of Robin and Felicia Dalton, shown by Mr. Maddox Trammell. And your Suffolk, exhibited by Whiteface Cross, Your Whiteface Cross, exhibited by Blake Daly of Paris, 19 years old. Bourbon County FFA, the son of Jamie and Shane Daly, shown by Mr. Levi Argabright. We're going to go roll right into our reserve breed champions. Your AOB meat lamb was Caitlin Geyer of Allensville, 18 years old. Todd County 4-H, the daughter of Derek and Lisa Geyer, shown by Samantha Geyer. Your Dorset, exhibited by Lucas Campbell of Wallingford, 17 years old. Fleming County, son of Willie and Sarah Campbell, shown by Miss Carrie Wagner. Your Dorset Advantage, exhibited by Lily Terrell of Paris, 16 years old. Bourbon County FFA, daughter of Wendell and Tanya Terrell. Your Hamp, exhibited by Clark Coyle of Danville, 18 years old. Boyle County FFA, son of Doug and Beth Coyle. Your Southdown, exhibited by Reagan Coffey of Harned, 14 years old. Grayson County 4-H, the daughter of Hope and Charlie Tollett, and Sam and Tabitha Coffey. Your Suffolk, exhibited by Annetta Adair Henderson, 18 years old. Henderson County FFA, the daughter of Jay and Amber Adair, shown by Mackenzie Adair. Your Blackface Cross, exhibited by Carson Dalton of Scottsville, 11 years old. Allen County 4-H, the son of Robin and Felicia Dalton. And your Whiteface Cross, exhibited by Wilson Barnes of Cynthiana, 17 years old. Harrison County FFA, son of Greg and Tracy Barnes, shown by Ansley Terrell. Put our hands together for all of those reserve breed champions. And now your grand champion breeds. Your AOB meet was Caitlin Geyer of Allensville, 18 years old. Todd County 4-H, the daughter of Derek and Lisa Geyer. Your AOB wool is Addison Cowan. Mays Lick, 15 years old. Mason County FFA, the daughter of Eric and K.N. Cowan. Your Dorset Advantage, exhibited by Abigail Mattingly of Murray, 16 years old. New Covenant FFA, the daughter of Matt and Christy Mattingly. Your Dorset, exhibited by Lucas Campbell of Wallingford, 17 years old. Fleming County FFA, the son of Willie and Sarah Campbell. Your Hampshire, exhibited by Blake Daly of Paris, 19 years old. Bourbon County FFA, the son of Jamie and Shane Daly. Your Southdown, exhibited by Izzy Godman of Brooksville, 15 years old. Bracken County FFA, the daughter of Joey and Marcia Godman. Your Suffolk, exhibited by Annetta Adair of Henderson, 18 years old. Henderson FFA, the daughter of Jay and Amber Adair. Your white-faced cross, exhibited by Lainey Lone of Greenup, 20 years old, Greenup County FFA, the daughter of Amanda Green and J.D. Lone. And your champion blackface cross, exhibited by Josie Phillips of Maysville, 17 years old, Mason County FFA, the daughter of Keith and Lindsay Phillips. Put your hands together for all of our breeding sheep exhibitors. As our judge is evaluating our breeding sheep, we'd like to welcome him to the green shavings here at the State Fair, Mr. Jared Whitcomb from Greenville, Illinois. He's married to his wife, Lauren, and has 2 daughters, Emerson and Sloan. He owns and operates Whitcomb Club Lambs along with his family. He was a member of the 2012 livestock judging team at Lincoln Land Community College and graduated from Oklahoma State University. He currently works for the Farm Service Agency while raising and selling club lambs. He's been very fortunate to sort a handful of state fairs and numerous jackpots across the state, or across the country, and he can now mark the Kentucky State Fair off that list. Dan, let's put our hands together for Jared. And we have Dan Spildy. Dan graduated from the University of Wisconsin with a degree in animal science. He runs a family farm operation with several breeds of sheep that they show together all over the country. Dan has had the privilege of judging 5 different breed shows at the North American and is very proud to have exhibited dozens of champions there, as well as 3 Supremes. Dan has also coached high school wrestling for 32 years and has helped lead his team to the state finals 10 times. So I definitely don't want to get in a tussle with Dan. Dan enjoys spending any free time with his beautiful wife, Lisa, and their children. Put your hands together for both Jared and Dan for sorting on the green shavings with us.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, good evening, and it's been a pleasure to come back. I think it was in 2019. I was my first time down here to Kentucky to judge, and you guys didn't have this big venue going, or didn't have this big setup going yet. And I applaud you guys for doing that and giving all the kids a chance to get out here. I got a few thank yous to make before we really get much further. I think we need to give the sheep crew and the ring help a nice round of applause for putting on a good show. I also got a few thank yous for back home, the crew that's helping take care of chores while we're kind of divided in a couple different places. And my daughters and my wife, thank you for taking care of everything. Emerson and Sloan and my wife, if you're watching, I love you guys. I don't have much more to say out here, young people. Just make sure you say thank you to the people that helped get you here. Just a thank you goes a long ways. This doesn't go on unnoticed, okay? What's the grand we're going to choose today? Dan and I both kind of decided that there's one out here that kind of just hit us probably the best, just how this one's built and constructed. That's all I'm going to say. We'll go select your champion here. Thank you.
And your champion breeding you is the Black-Faced Cross, Miss Josie Phillips. Congratulations. That'll move Carson Dalton up.
Well, we kind of had our first 2 or 3 kind of in our mind here when we put things together. We wanted to reconfirm it. We go through and analyze things, and going along the same lines as my comrade here, Jared. It's been a pleasure to work with, and certainly appreciate the whole crew for having us. These individuals did a great job out here. I mean, the whole sheep show was a credit to the families and the kids and everybody that supports them. And I think the one thing that we all remember, or that we all have to try to remember and keep in mind, is that as important as this moment is for all these individuals and the families and the people who are behind these sheep, I think we also need to remember that much like some of the other things that we do in life as these young individuals grow up and aspire to be great at whatever they're going to do at the next level, what they do with this livestock, the things they learn during these events and during the work and the lead up to these and all the work ethic they put into it, that's really what's changing these individuals as we move forward, not who's holding the purple banners at the end, but certainly that's big too, because they work hard and they certainly have achieved everything they get at this point. I think there's several out here that I think are deserving of some great accolades, but we'll go out and select your second overall, your reserve.
And your reserve champion is your champion Hampshire, exhibited by Blake Daly. Congratulations. That'll bring Clark Coyle up.
Your third overall is going to come from this end right down here.
And your third overall goes to Mr. Carson Dalton. Congratulations.
Our fourth overall is going to be our Southdown.
And your 4th overall, it comes from your Southdown division, Miss Izzy Godman. Congratulations, Izzy. That'll bring Reagan Coffey up in contention for 5th overall.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for our 5th choice overall, we're coming back with the reserve, Southdown.
And your reserve Southdown is going to be your 5th overall. Let's give all of those individuals a big round of applause. Congratulations, Reagan. We would also like to recognize your reserve champion Kentucky Proud. You was exhibited by Josie Phillips. Congratulations, Josie. Come out when you get. We need to get a picture real quick, please. Let's give her a big hand.
$251 market lambs competed yesterday. Let's ask those breed champions and reserves to make their way into the ring. Now introducing your 3rd overall breeds. Your 3rd overall market lamb. What's that one? And your Dorper goes to Addie Mae Williams, Elizabethtown, 17 years old, Hardin County 4-H, daughter of Brian and Shauna Williams. And your 3rd overall Dorset goes to Maddox Trimmel, Adolphus, 11 years old, Allen County 4-H, son of Devin Trimmel and Meredith Trimmel, and stepson of Courtney Trimmel. And your 3rd Hampshire goes to Izzy Godman, Brooksville, 15 years old, Bracken County FFA, daughter of Joey and Marsha Godman. And your natural, your 3rd place natural goes to Levi Wolf, DeMossville, 14 years old, Pendleton County 4-H, son of Nick and Natalie Wolf. And your 3rd Oxford goes to Colin Combs, Taylorsville, 16 years old, Spencer County FFA, son of Aaron and Crystal Combs. This is shown by Kinley French. And your Sharpsburg is exhibited by Addison Moore Guston, 15 years old, Meade County FFA, daughter of Dana and Jason Moore. And your Southdown is exhibited by Blake Daly, Paris, 19 years old, Paris FFA, son of Jamie and Shane Daly. This one is shown by Addison Cohen. And your 3rd Suffix goes to Meredith Hampton Elkton, 17 years old, Todd County 4-H, daughter of Billy and Colleen Carter. And your white-face cross goes to Lily Terrell, Paris, 16 years old, Bourbon County, daughter of Wendell and Tanya Terrell. And your black-face cross goes to Kasten Caldwell, Butler, 11 years old, Pendleton County, son of Grant and Felicia Caldwell. Let's give a big round of applause for your third overall market lambs. And let's introduce your reserve market lambs this evening. And your drover is exhibited by Ryder Coffee, Hardin, 15 years old, Grayson County 4-H, son of Hope and Charlie Terrell, and Sam and Tabitha Coffee. And your Dorset is exhibited by Lucas Campbell, Wallingford, 17 years old, Fleming County FFA, son of Willie and Sarah Campbell. And your reserve Hampshire is exhibited by Izzy Godman, Brooksville, 15 years old, Bracken County FFA, daughter of Joey and Marcia Godman, shown by Carson Dalton. And your reserve natural, Clark Coyle, Danville, 18 years old, Boyle County FFA, son of Doug and Beth Coyle. This one is shown by Reagan Coffey. And your reserve Oxford is exhibited by Lily Terrell, Paris, 16 years old, Bourbon County, daughter of Wendell and Tanya Terrell. And your reserve Sharpshire is exhibited by Aleva Simpson of Crittenden, 15 years old, Keaton County 4-H, daughter of Anthony S. Simpson and Amanda Simpson. And your Southdown is exhibited by Levi Agarbat, Brandenburg, 10 years old, Meade County, son of Bruce and Angie Agarbat, shown by Emma Hampton. And your Suffolk is exhibited by Carrie Wagner, Lexington, 21 years old, Locust Trace FFA, daughter of Dana Zimmerman. And your reserve Whiteface Cross is exhibited by Blake Daly of Paris, 19 years old, Bourbon County FFA, and son of Jamie and Shane Daly. And your reserve Blackface Cross is exhibited by Manny Kingman of Burlington, 14 years old, Boone County 4-H, son of Amanda Kingman. Let's give all your reserve market lambs one big round of applause. And now let's introduce your grand champion market lambs. And your grand champion AOB is exhibited by Addie Mae Williams, Elizabethtown, 17 years old, Hardin County 4-H, daughter of Brian and Sean Williams. And let's introduce your grand doper, Ryden Coffee, Hardin County, 15 years old, Grayson County 4-H, son of Hope and Charlie Terrell, and Sam and Tabitha Coffee. And your grand champion Dorset is exhibited by Colin Combs of Taylorsville, 16 years old, Spencer County FFA, son of Aaron and Crystal Combs. And your Hampshire is exhibited by Izzy Godman, Brooksville, 15 years old, Bracken County FFA, daughter of Joey and Marcia Goodman. And your grand champion natural is exhibited by Sarah Grace Mattingly of Murray, 21 years old, New Covenant FFA, daughter of Matt and Christy Mattingly. And your grand champion Oxford tonight is exhibited by Levi Aberrat, Brandenburg, 10 years old, Meade County 4-H, son of Bruce and Angie Aberrat. And your grand champion Sharpshire is exhibited by Clark Doyle of Danville, 18 years old, Boyle County FFA, son of Doug and Beth Coyle. And your Southdown grand champion this evening is exhibited by Colin McIntosh of Winchester, 15 years old, Clark County FFA, daughter of Travis and Julie McIntosh. And your grand champion suffix of tonight is exhibited by Ty Jones of Scottsville, 17 years old, Allen County, Scottsville FFA, son of Bart and Sarah Jones. And your Whiteface Cross tonight is exhibited by Abigail Mattingly of Murray, 16 years old, New Covenant FFA, daughter of Matt and Christy Mattingly. And your Blackface Cross Grand Champion, exhibited by Izzy Godman of Brooksville, 15 years old, Bracken County 4-H, daughter of Joey and Marcia Godman. This one is shown by Macy Hadgerig. Let's give a big round of applause for all your champion and reserves. And now let's introduce our judge for this evening, Nate Brookshire. Nate is a California native and that now resides in Central Illinois. Nate attended Lakeland College and Western Illinois University, where he competed on competitive judging teams and obtained a degree in ag business. Now, Nate is at the University of Illinois, where he's finishing up a master's in ruminant nutrition and coaching the livestock judging team. Beyond school, he enjoys owning and operate BK Livestock, sorting junior stock shows, and being with friends and family. Let's give it up for Nate Brookshire.
Man, what an absolutely incredible evening here. And man, before I get to talking about the kids and before I get to talking about the stock, just take a moment, everybody, and realize that the lights are big and they're bright right now. The shavings are green and the stock out here in front of us is very, very good. But there's still good kids. There's still good stock that didn't make it out here. To those kids right now, I want to tell you, keep your chin up, keep your chest high. The ones out here in front of us are really, really good. And so, again, thank you so much to the people, the crew that got me out here. I love just sorting junior livestock shows, and man, this one has been just an absolute highlight of maybe any of them that I've done so far. It has been just an absolute blessing to sort here today. The stock has been good. They have been deep, and they have been real high quality. Before I have just a couple bit of words, I do want to break down a couple of these things that I think are in the hunt, because man, I do think there might be just a little bit of discussion out here. I thought that Hampshire was a bad cat, and I thought the reserve Hamp was real good too. I think that sheep is as high high-headed as white in terms of his feature and coloration. I get him back out here on the big stage, and he is unrivaled in terms of his balance, his proportionality, his look. He is athletic and sound in terms of his build down low. That thing runs like Usain Bolt and then has that supermodel look there from the side. I get on top of him, and there's more than enough muscularity there. I'm a big fan of that one. I thought the reserve hamp, maybe just a little more Arnold-like as we get on top of the livestock. That thing is big pinned and big backed, maybe just not as cute and tidy in terms of hind leg utilization as our champion, but that pair of livestock were really good. That blue sheep right there is as thin-hided, as gorgeous from a texture standpoint as any of them that we've seen so far. That thing is tall-fronted, he's short-bladed. Again, one that when I'm sitting at home and I'm drawing something on a piece of paper, I'm going to draw him like that one as well. That thing is real good in terms of his look. Is he just manly as a couple of these other things out here? I don't know, but that thing is dang good. A big-time congratulations to them. Young man sheep right here in front of me is maybe just as genuine from a source of power standpoint as any of them. That thing is big-legged and stout-featured. He's radical in terms of his body shape and design. He is big and bold and opened up in terms of the top side of his skeleton. That thing is real good from a muscularity standpoint. I thought our crossbreds, man, that was a deep division. That was a tough deal. Man, I thought the one that surfaced came with the least amount of question marks in my mind. That sheep combines so many positive attributes in terms of roundness, cage, skeletal soundness down low. I love that, guys. I get it just right on top of the livestock because he has that 3D shape in terms of his rib and then gets progressive in terms of the way that he's designed through the upper portion of his body. Is he maybe just as unique and wild through the base of his chest floor as a couple of these ones out here? I don't know, but that is a bad cat as well. Thought the reserve cross was a very good creature as well. We could go through, we could talk each piece of livestock out here, and I do think that there are so much good, so much merit, and man, there's a couple of these breed champions that I thought were really special relative to their breed. But to me, I thought those were kind of the ones that were at the forefront of my mindset, the forefront of my thought process. Before I go out, before I select you guys a champion overall, I do have just a quick couple of words. And again, I'm 24. I have no soapbox to stand on, but this is the state fair, and I do think this is important to talk about. 10 years ago, I was not involved in agriculture at all. I played basketball, I played baseball. I had no idea what showing livestock is, and now I'm here today because an ag teacher pushed me, because people in my camp believed in me, and because people paid attention to me, and they invested in myself and made me better, and they made me work hard. And maybe those conversations weren't always super positive, maybe they were a little constructive at times, but man, those people that were behind me at all times were always pushing. They were always in my favor, and they were always just really good to me. And so I always talk to the kids about saying their thank yous. I'm going to say a couple for myself. To those who have coached me, to those who have worked to the success, into any sort of success that I've been able to accrue, thank you so much. To my second family back home, or to my second family in Illinois, and those who've been, influential in helping me get involved in the livestock game, to those who've been able to let me sleep on the couch, or maybe provided me with a little bit of work, or let me help out a couple sheep every now and then, thank you very much. And then ultimately, thank you to my family. They've been absolutely awesome. I've been gone from home for 6 years now, and they're always just a big-time supporters of me chasing my pipe dreams. And so, thank you to them. To the kids out here in front of me, this is a once-in-a-lifetime type of moment. I challenge you guys as individuals, chase those pipe dreams. Be vicious and passionate about the things that you guys do, and man, life will love you back, because if you put the love into something, that thing will love you back. I'm going to put the mic down. My charge to the crowd right now. Get as loud as you guys possibly can. These sheep out here are real good. Let's get you guys a champion selected.
And your grand champion market lamb here at the 2025 Kentucky State Fair goes to your Hampshire, exhibited by Izzy Godman. Congratulations. And your reserve grand champion market lamb here at the Kentucky State Fair goes to your And your black face cross goes to goes to Manny Keenman. Congratulations. And your third place goes to your natural, exhibited by Sarah Grace Mattingly. Congratulations. Fourth overall. And your fourth overall goes to your sharpshooter, exhibited by Clark Coyle. Congratulations. And your fifth overall goes to your Southdown, exhibited by Colin McIntosh. Congratulations. Let's give one more big round of applause for all your market lambs this evening.
Here at the Mullen Dairy and Creamery, we milk around 60 lactating cows.
It's now time to celebrate our Kentucky Proud champions from the Market Lamb Show. Your champion Kentucky Proud exhibitor.
I'm 24, which is pretty young for someone that is stepping into the role. Here at the Mullen Dairy and Creamery, we milk around 60 lactating cows on a newly implemented robotic milker. It's been in our family for about 125 years. This way of life is definitely in my blood. I'm 24, which is pretty young for someone that is stepping into the role as soon as I am on my family's farm. Farm credit was so essential and really holding my hand through this whole process. And it's so wonderful that Farm Credit is willing to help those younger producers. We work because we love what we do. We share our story so people understand the work and dedication that go into the products to feed your family.
The William B. Toll Leadership Award was established in honor of William B. Toll and his service to the Kentucky State Fair and Kentucky Agricultural. This award is available to 4-H and FFA members with entries in the Kentucky State Fair Youth Market shows. The $500 award is presented to 4-H FFA members who exhibited exceptional leadership qualities and educational excellence. Our two recipients for the 2024 William B. Toll Leadership Award are Emma Hogan from Bourbon County and Jake Marksberry from LaRue County. Please help giving me these two a big round of applause. Let's give another round of applause for our 2025 William B. Toll Leadership Award recipients.
We had 90 weather dams exhibited this week to compete for grand champion this evening. Before we get to our weather dam drive, we'd like to introduce our Kentucky Proud champions and overall novice market goat winners. Your champion novice was Case Crupper of Carlisle, 9 years old, Bourbon County, son of Alan and Ashley Crupper. And your reserve was Walker Short of Paris, 9 years old, Bourbon County 4-H, son of Matthew and Lacey Short. Let's give both of these champions a big, nice round of applause. Thank you, boys. Good work. Appreciate it. We'll announce those Kentucky Prouds the following of the selection of our top 5 weather dams. Let's work through those third overall divisions. From Division 1, Maylee Perkins from Ewing, 12 years old, Nicholas County 4-H, the daughter of James and Rebecca Perkins. From Division 2, Addison Moore of Brandenburg, 15 years old, Meade County FFA, daughter of Jason and Dana Moore. From Division 3, Avery Turner of Parksville, 18 years old, Boyle County FFA, daughter of Beth and Daryl Johnson, shown by Lillian Heisel. From Division 4, Tally Downs from Grants Lick, 15 years old, Campbell County 4-H and FFA, the daughter of Gary and Kelly Downs. From Division 5, Avery Holman of Perryville, 19, Boyle County FFA, the daughter of Corey and Jennifer Holman, shown by Miss Lily People. From Division 6, Lexi Garrett from Carlisle, 16 years old, Nicholas County FFA, the daughter of Heather Garrett and Daniel Gates. From Division 7, Avery Holman of Perryville, 19, Boyle County FFA, the daughter of Corey and Jennifer Holman. And from Division 8, John Banks from Garrett, 18 years old, Meade County FFA, the son of Doug and Melinda Banks, shown by Mr. Cole Ricketts. And now those reserve divisions. From Division 1, Carrie Wagner of Lexington, 21 years old, Locust Trace FFA, the daughter of Dana Zimmerman. From Division 2, Jeremiah Jury from Glencoe, 16 years old, Horizons FFA, the son of Tony and Christy Jury. From Division 3, Ella Myers of Union, 18, from Boone County FFA. From Division 4, Logan Holland of Crittenden, 21, Grant County FFA, the daughter of Kurt and Donna Holland. From Division 5, Wesley Alsop of Verona, 19 years old, Boone County 4-H, the son of Jason and Melissa Alsop. From Division 6, Luke DeLong of Maysville, 13 years old, Mason County 4-H, the son of John and Allison DeLong, and Beth and David Hutchinson. From Division 7, John Banks of Garrett, 18 years old, Meade County FFA, the son of Doug and Melinda Banks. And from Division 8, Miss Callie DeRosset of Sulphur, 18 years old, Henry County FFA, the daughter of Greg and Holly DeRosset. Let's give those reserve champions a nice round of applause. And now let's introduce those grands. From Division 1, Logan Holland of Crittenden, 21 years old, Grant County FFA, the daughter of Kurt and Donna Holland, shown by Miss Abigail Mattingly. From Division 2, Lena Durbin of Lexington, 13 years old, Fayette County 4-H, the daughter of Michael and Kim Durbin. And from Division 3, Avery Turner of Parksville, 18 years old, Boyle County FFA, the daughter of Beth and Daryl Johnson. From Division 4, Wesley Alsop of Verona, 19 years old, Boyle County 4-H, the son of Jason and Melissa Alsop. From Division 5, Ty Jones of Scottsville, 18 years old, Allen County, Scottsville, son of Bart and Sarah Jones, shown by Miss Charlie Flock. From Division 6, Logan Holland of Crittenden, 21 years old, Grant County FFA, the daughter of Kurt and Donna Holland, shown by Sarah Grace Mattingly. From Division 7, Logan Holland, Crittenden, 21 years old, Grant County FFA, the daughter of Kurt and Donna Holland. And Division 8, Mr. Ty Jones of Scottsville, 18 years old, Allen County, Scottsville FFA, the son of Bart and Sarah Jones. Folks, there's your champions. Put your big hands together for them. We'd like to recognize our judge for evaluating our goats this week, Mr. Brent Titus. He's a club lamb breeder from Alexis, Illinois. Along with his wife, Lindsay, and son, Trace, they own and operate Titus Club Lambs, a club lamb flock in western Illinois. They raise Hampshire, Dorset, and speckle-faced market lambs. He's a former livestock judging coach at both Lakeland and the University of Illinois. In addition, they are the owners of the newly founded Next Gen Sales, a platform for selling sheep and goats online throughout live sales. Brent has judged across the country, judging both sheep and goats, and excited to now be able to check off the Kentucky State Fair. If you're around ringside, put your hands together for our judge, Mr. Brent Titus. Back when I was cool.
Well, it certainly is a pleasure to be here in Louisville and on the green chips in Broadbent Arena and to have the opportunity to sort the goats. And I'm going to keep it really brief on the does because I do have some things I want to say, but you get to listen to me again on the market goats. And I know those cattle guys told me to put it in gear, so I'll do that. I will tell you, though, I do want to make just a few comments, and I will keep it extremely brief, save more of my thoughts for when we get to the market goat show. But I would be remiss if I didn't tell each and every one of these young people in the ring exactly how good I think this doe show is. And I mean it sincerely, and I know that judges get on the microphone and tell crowds and kids all the time, wow, they're great livestock. These are great livestock. There are 25 donors in this ring right here, and females that can work as commercial weather dams or as to make the next generation of the market goats that we're going to see. I am humbled to be asked to do this, and so excited in the 5 that we're about to use. And you can mix and match them, and I'm okay with that. But I will tell you right now, the pair that I'm about to, actually the top 3 that I'm about to make Grand Reserve and Bronze Doe are 3 females that are worth their weight in gold. And you young people need to understand how special it is to have a hold of livestock of that quality. My kid did this extremely competitively for a long time, and I can tell you it's hard to get them this good. And when you get them this good, young people, don't ever forget how good she was, because you may never get another one as good as the one you're on tonight. And I mean that. They're killers. If you know me, you know what I deem important is athleticism and flexibility, angles, shortness of blade, swoopiness of belly. I tried to stay very, very true to that. These top three are that way, and they're varying maybe just a little bit in the amount of hair that's on them, and to be frank with you, don't really care. My favorite one's one of the better ones that I've ever had the opportunity to use. I'm going to go out here and make her your champion, then we'll get you a top 5. But one more time, for all the people at the Kentucky State Fair and all these kids, give them a great big round of applause. We'll get you a top 5 does.
And your grand champion Weather Dam comes from Division 8, Mr. Ty Jones. Congratulations, Ty. That'll bring Callie DeRosset in contention for the top 5. And reserve is Division 4, Wesley Alsop. Congratulations, Wesley. And third overall is Miss Logan Holland. Congratulations. And fourth from Division 7, Mr. John Banks. Congratulations. And fifth, also from Division 7, Ms. Avery Holman, congratulations. Let's put our hands together for all of our Weather Dam exhibitors. We'd like to take just a quick second and recognize our Kentucky Proud champions in the Weather Dam division. Your champion, Kentucky Proud, representing Division 4, was Wesley Alsop. And your reserve champion, Kentucky Proud, representing Division 7, was Logan Holland. They're back there with their goats, folks. Let's make sure that they're loved. Put your hands together for those individuals.
My wife and I started our operation in 1987. We have three values we look at: our customer service, our quality of our. We have three values we look at: our customer service, our quality of our plants, and our cleanliness of our operation. No matter what kind of farmer you are, that cooperative represents each and every different field. And when it comes to Farm Credit Mid-America, that's one of the things they do best. It involves good people, it allows good ideas, and when you take all those and put them together, we're successful and Farm Credit's successful.
Division 1, Callie DeRosset, Sulphur, 18 years old, Henry County FFA, daughter of Greg and Holly DeRosset. And in your Division 2, Wesley Alsop, Verona, 19 years old, Boone County 4-H, son of Jason and Melissa Alsop. And your Division 3, exhibited by Avery Holman of Perryville, 19 years old, Boyle County FFA, daughter of Corey and Jennifer Holman. And your Division 4, exhibited by Madison Metzger of Bowling Green, 16 years old, Warren County 4-H, daughter of Jared and Tracy Metzger. And your Division 5, exhibited by Avery Holman of Perryville, 19 years old, Boyle County FFA, daughter of Corey and Jennifer Holman, shown by Lily Poole. Let's give our third place individuals a big round of applause. And now our reserve divisions. Your Division 1, exhibited by Charlie Flock of Harrodsburg, 16 years old, Mercer County, daughter of Brian and Nancy Flock. And your Division 2, exhibited by John Banks of Garrett, 18 years old, Meade County FFA, son of Doug and Melinda Banks. This one is shown by Cole Ricketts. And your Reserve Division 3, exhibited by John Banks of Garrett, 18 years old, Meade County FFA, son of Doug and Melinda Banks, shown by Mary Juris. And third, in Reserve Division in Division 4 is exhibited by John Banks of Garrett, 18 years old, Meade County FFA, son of Doug and Melinda Banks. Way to go, John. And in your Division 5, exhibited by Gabriel Swatsky of Augusta, 14 years old, Bracken County 4-H, daughter of David and Karen Swatsky. Let's give these reserve champions a nice round of applause. Now it is time to introduce our exhibitors competing for the grand champion position in our Market Goat Show. And your grand champion Division 1, exhibited by Parker Compton of Battletown, 10 years old, Meade County 4-H, son of Jeremy and Courtney Compton. And your Division 2 grand champion, exhibited by Lillian Robinette of Lexington, Fayette County 4-H, daughter of Alan and Lindsay Robinette. Let's give her a round of applause. And your grand champion Division 3 spot is exhibited by Ty Jones of Scottsville, 18 years old, Allen County Scottsville FFA, son of Bart and Sarah Jones. This one is shown by Leah Durbin. And your Division 4 grand champion is exhibited by Sarah Grace Mattingly of Murray, 21 years old, New Covenant FFA, daughter of Matt and Christy Mattingly. And your grand champion Division 5 is exhibited by Ty Jones of Scottsville, 18 years old, Allen County Scottsville FFA, son of Bart and Sarah Jones. Let's give these folks a big round of applause for being out here on the Green Shavings tonight.
Well, we'll keep moving right along so that this heifers and steer guys can get their turn. And certainly has been a pleasure. And you know, I've been here all week, and it's been a really special experience. And I've just really enjoyed it. And I've thought a lot about what I wanted to say when I was handed this mic, and I promise I'll keep it short. But there are some things that I want to say. I'm a big proponent of our industry and what it does for young people and what it can do for all the kids, whether they're in the ring in this grand drive or not. And I look around the ring tonight, and it makes me really realize why I've been such a big proponent of this. A young lady over here taking pictures in the center of the ring with us. She's very near and dear to my heart. She's probably more near and dear to my son's heart, but we'll go ahead and make that work. And, you know, she lives and breathes this. She's been at state fairs picturing for the last 5 weeks, and you ask yourself, why do you do that? Well, you do it because you love it, and you do it because you grew up in it, and you do it because it's how you were taught. And then I look across the fence over there, and Jared Whitcomb judged the ewes. And when I had the opportunity to be our state fair superintendent of our Market Lamb show, you know, Jared was an exhibitor, and I watched that kid grow up. I watched him win the state fair. I cried tears with his family when that happened. And then to talk about your junior Market Lamb judge, it brings me to tears. A young man that I met 5 years ago in Reno, and he said, "Hey Titus, I'm going to Western Illinois. I need a job." And for the next 3 years, Nate Brookshire worked by my side day in and day out on our club lamb operation. And for a 46-year-old guy to stand in a ring at a state fair and look around and see all these young people that have been such a big part of my life just excelling and just whipping the world, it makes me want to look at you young people in the ring and say, there is absolutely nothing that you cannot do in this industry if you want it. Get out there, win, lose, or draw tonight. First place market goat, last place goat in the show. I promise you, I never won a livestock show in my life when I showed them. That does not determine where you go in this industry if you want to do it. What determines where you go is doing right when there's a choice between right and wrong. And there is no better place to teach it than in this show ring if we do the right things. If we know when we see wrong, that we walk away from it. And I mean it as sincerely as I can mean anything in the world. You choose the right path at the Y in the road, kids, the world's your oyster. You can be the most successful person in the world. You choose the wrong path, the whole world will notice. Make it right. Do it the right way. Do this for the right reasons. And I promise you, you'll be rewarded like my 3 friends that I talked about that are in this ring with me at the Kentucky State Fair tonight. Guys, the goats are incredible. The does were incredible. I've had a blast. I'm so pumped about my top 5. Give these kids a great big round of applause.
And your grand champion market goat here at the 2025 Kentucky State Fair comes out of Division 4, exhibited by Sarah Grace Mattingly. Congratulations. And your reserve grand champion market goat also comes out of Division 4, exhibited by John Banks. Congratulations. And your third overall market goat comes out of Division 5, exhibited by Ty Jones. Congratulations, Ty. And your fourth overall comes out of Division 2, exhibited by Liliana Robinette. Congratulations. And your fifth overall market goat here at the Kentucky State Fair comes out of Division 4, exhibited by Madison Metzger. Again, congratulations. Let's give those market goat exhibitors one more big round of applause for tonight. We're proud to honor our Kentucky Proud Market Goat champions. Your champion, Kentucky Proud, from Division 4 goes to John Banks. Your reserve champion, Kentucky Proud, from Division 3, also John Banks. Congratulations. We would also like to remind everyone that we will be auctioneering the photo backdrop banner after the conclusion of tonight's championship drive. The proceeds will go back to the Kentucky Exposition Foundation to support youth livestock events in the future. We will now be introducing our Junior Heifer Beef Kentucky Proud champions.
Light Hill Meats is our farm-to-table butcher shop. We're breeding the cattle with the idea of bringing them to this store. We try to focus on higher quality, less processed products. Growing forward really helped me get my start because that gave me the numbers to where I could actually hire help. With Farm Credit, you do know that they know your pain, they know what's going on in the markets and how they can help. Whenever you give a reason for families or friends to come together, you're actually improving the community. And that's really how I look at what we try to do. We're trying to give families a reason to come back together.
Your bull and cow-calf winners. Your champion bull was exhibited by Emily Jeffries of Camner, 15 years old, Hart County FFA.
Yeah.
Your reserve bull, Siddeley Portwood of Versailles, 16 years old, Woodford County FFA. Your cow-calf by Kira Moore, Fountain Run, 17 years old, Barron County 4-H and FFA. And your reserve cow-calf pair exhibited by Levi Walmack of Pembroke, 13 years old, Christian County 4-H. Let's give these exhibitors a big round of applause. Thank you all. Appreciate it. I got you, Kira, anytime. $294 heifers competed for the honor of standing in tonight's championship drive. Let's go through our third overall breed champions. Your AOB was Haley Cooper of Verona, 21 years old, Gallatin County FFA, daughter of Brian and Pam Cooper. Your percentage AOB was Haley Johnson of Winchester, 9 years old, Clark County 4-H. Your third overall Angus was exhibited by Kira Moore of Fountain Run, 17 years old, Barron County 4-H and FFA, the daughter of Johnny and Vanessa Moore, shown by Mr. Tucker Metzger. Your third overall Charlet was exhibited by Eli Thompson of Greensburg, 18 years old, Greene County FFA. Your third overall Key was exhibited by Kat Branscombe of Nancy, 16 years old, from Pulaski Southwestern FFA and Pulaski 4-H. Being exhibited by Miss Taylor Jeffries. Or Emily. Sorry, Emily. I know who you are, Emily. Your Gelby exhibited by Callie DeRossa of Sulphur, 18 years old, Henry County 4-H and FFA, the daughter of Greg and Holly DeRossa. Your Hereford exhibited by Levi Walmack of Pembroke, 13 years old, Christian County 4-H, the son of Wes and Jessica Walmack. Your Lemmy exhibited by Samantha Pico of Ewing, 17 years old, Fleming County 4-H, the daughter of Autumn Payton and Joey Young, shown by Mr. Nathaniel Pico. Your Shorthorn exhibited by Bailey Kelly of Foster, 16 years old, Pendleton County 4-H, the daughter of the late Ashley Kelly and Fred Kelly. Your Shorthorn Plus exhibited by Kendall Portwood of Versailles, 12 years old, Woodford County 4-H, the daughter of Chris and Renee Portwood. Your Semi is exhibited by Miss Ashlyn Pop. Let's give Miss Ashlyn a big round of applause. Your percent semi exhibited by Grayson Ruber of Georgetown, 16 years old, Great Crossing FFA and Scott County 4-H. Your red Angus exhibited by Owen Adams of Nicholasville, 11 years old from Jessamine County 4-H. And your commercial exhibited by Hudson Beckett of Brooksville, 14 years old, Bracken County 4-H, the son of Joe Beckett and Courtney Beckett. Let's give all of those third overall breed champions a big, nice round of applause. And now your reserves from your AOB breed, Clara Holloway from Olmsted, 11 years old, Logan County 4-H. Your percentage AOB is Grant Taylor of Winchester, 15 years old, Clark County FFA. Your Angus exhibited by Michaela Massey of London, 19 years old, South Laurel FFA, the daughter of Joey and Melissa Massey, exhibited by Brianna Smith. Your Charlet, exhibited by Kylie Burns of Berea, 18 years old, Madison Southern FFA, the daughter of Matt and Sarah Burns. Your reserve Kianina, exhibited by Grant Taylor of Winchester, 15 years old, Clark County FFA, the son of Alan and Leanne Taylor. Your reserve Geldy, exhibited by Clarabelle Bishop of Cox Creek, 16 years old, Nelson County FFA, the daughter of Andy and Megan Bishop. Your reserve champion Hereford is exhibited by Luke Keith of Campbellsville, 10 years old, Taylor County 4-H, son of Brent and Misty Keith. Your limousine, exhibited by Michaela Massey of London, 19 years old, South Laurel FFA, the daughter of Joey and Melissa Massey. Your Shorthorn, exhibited by Cheyenne Kaiser of Morning View, 20 years old, Simon Kitten FFA, the daughter of Cap Kaiser and Brandy Kennedy. Your Shorthorn Plus is exhibited by Lane McCall of Eminence, 11 years old, Shelby County 4-H, the son of David and Fran McCall. Shown by Kate No. Your Scimitar is exhibited by Ann Lawrence Allen of Versailles, 11 years old, from Woodford County 4-H. Your percent Scimitar exhibited by Wyatt Phillips of Maysville, 14 years old, Mason County FFA, the son of Keith and Lindsay Phillips. Your reserve Red Angus is exhibited by Anson Newcomb of Owenton, 11 years old, Owen County 4-H. Your commercial exhibited by Bella Syndergaard, Mount Sterling, 10 years old, Montgomery County, daughter of Jeff and Cassie Snedgar. And now those breed champions. From your AOB, Adele Hood of Springfield, 15 years old, Washington County FFA, the daughter of JP and Lee Blandford. Your percentage AOB is exhibited by Bristol Holloway of Olmsted, 11 years old, Logan County 4-H, the daughter of Ethan and Ashley Holloway. Your champion Angus is exhibited by Kat Branscombe of Nancy, 16 years old, Pulaski Southwestern FFA, and Pulaski 4-H. Your champion Charlotte is exhibited by Taylor Moore of Nancy, 17 years old, Pulaski County 4-H, the daughter of Debbie and Brett Moore. Your champion Kianina is exhibited by Kira Moore of Fountain Run, 17 years old, Barron County 4-H and FFA, the daughter of Johnny and Vanessa Moore. Your Gilvy exhibited also by Kira Moore, Fountain Run, 17 years old, Barron County 4-H and FFA, the daughter of Johnny and Vanessa Moore, shown by Mr. Colby Cooper. Your Hereford is exhibited by Marley Granis of Flemingsburg, 11 years old, Fleming County 4-H, the daughter of Winston and Joni Granis. Your champion limousine is exhibited by Samantha Pico of Ewing, 17 years old, Fleming County 4-H, the daughter of Autumn Payton and Joey Young. Your Shorthorn is exhibited by Lane McCall of Eminence, 11 years old, Shelby County 4-H, the son of David and Fran McCall. Your Shorthorn Plus is exhibited by Case Redmond of Guston, 15 years old, Meade County FFA, the son of Corey and Leslie Redmond. Your Scimitar is exhibited by Josie Phillips of Maysville, 17 years old, Mason County FFA, the daughter of Keith and Lindsay Phillips. Your Percent Semi is exhibited by Haley Polly of Maysville, 21 years old, Mason County FFA, the daughter of Jeremy and Stephanie Polly. Your Red Angus is exhibited by Michaela Massey of London, 19 years old, South Laurel FFA, the daughter of Joey and Melissa Massey, exhibited by Miss Maddie Evington. And your champion commercial was exhibited by Cheyenne Kaiser of Morning View, 20 years old, Simon Kenton FFA, the daughter of Cap Kaiser and Brandy Kennedy. Folks, there's your breed champion heifers. Give those exhibitors a big, nice round of applause. Sorting your 2025 Kentucky State Fair Heifer Show classes are Tyler Bush and Matt Blankenship. Tyler Bush is from Brenton, South Dakota. He's a sixth-generation family operation where they raise purebred Angus cattle while hosting an annual bull sale every February. Tyler judged at Hutchinson Community College, highlighting many top 10 finishes. He then competed at South Dakota State University, where he ended his collegiate career, being named High Individual in Reasons and High Individual overall at Louisville in 2020. Tyler graduated from South Dakota State University with a bachelor's degree in animal science. Tyler has judged many jackpots, state fairs, regional shows, Scimitar, Hereford, Limousine Junior Nationals, along with breeds at the American Royal, Cattlemen's Congress, and the National Western. Tyler's home full-time at his family's operation, looks forward to the future, and Tyler did get a 4-year degree. Put your hands together for our good friend, Mr. Tyler Bush. Joining Tyler's Mr. Matthew Blankenship. Matthew and his wife, Megan, along with their children, Adeline and Axel, own and operate Next Level Genetics, focused on producing elite cattle in a variety of breeds with an emphasis on Herefords that are shown and marketed nationally. They also own and manage Next Level Images, providing photography services to events throughout North America. Matthew grew up heavily involved in the cattle industry and junior programs and appreciates any opportunity to give back to the industry. He enjoys judging various species of livestock across the country and internationally. Folks, if you're around ringside, put your hands together for Mr. Matthew Blankenship.
Tired.
Well, I tell you what an incredible event, and you get all these cattle out here, and it's so fun just to work through it with good people and good people in this industry, and it was fun to kind of sit and chat with the other judges of the other species and watch their drives kind of go ahead and come through the ring and just break down livestock with intelligent people and have those conversations, because we certainly all have that same passion. And I don't want to get too long-winded, but I'm a big movie buff, and on the way out here on the flight, I was watching the movie Jobs. It's about Steve Jobs and starting Apple, and they started in their garage, and they were hungry and determined, and they created an incredible business, and then it kind of got stolen from him and it got taken away, but he kept his nose to the grindstone, and they asked him back, and he came back, and he turned Apple into what it is today. And so I guess what I'm saying is, you relate that to anything in life. If you just keep working at it, you might get kicked down. You might be in the dirt. You might not be happy here when you leave tonight or earlier in the show today, but I tell you what, you take that for granted and you keep working towards what you're trying to chase. I'm a big dreamer. I love goals. I love quotes. And a quote he kind of ended the movie with is, if you're one of the people crazy enough to change the world, you're usually the people that do. And I couldn't relate that better to an industry that's forever changing. We're always trying to make progress, move forward, and we want to make things perfect. And man, am I passionate about it. I love it. I think it's fun. I love the challenge. It's not easy every day, and I tell you what, there's some days I want to give up, and you sit and wonder why you're doing it. But this right here, events like this, people that get to judge these shows and people that put on events like this and sponsors, everybody involved, that's why we're here. That's why we do it. Let's give these kids one huge round of applause. I'll give the mic to Mac.
Well, thank you, Tyler. I'll start out by saying it's been a great opportunity to get asked to come here and judge on the green shavings with Tyler, one of my good friends. Over the last few years, you know, we communicate on a weekly basis on cattle and market stuff, and it's just been a great opportunity. You know, you get asked to do these things, and when Paige called, and you know, the first question I asked, I said, you know, who's going to do the other side before I go ahead and commit to this? And she said Tyler, and I just said, well, there's no question there. Me and him will get down here. We're going to see cattle the same. We like good cattle, good stock, fundamentally good, and it's going to be a fun time. And it has been all the way through these breed shows earlier today, pairs and bulls. It's been a great opportunity. I'm not going to get into a very big speech or anything like that, but this means a lot to me. This is the place I met my wife 13 years ago in November, so it's been great being here, and my son's here watching me today. It's just been a great opportunity for me to come from where I did in Tennessee and be able to come up here and be able to sort shows like this. It's been it's kind of humbling for me to work as hard as I have for as long as I did, and finally get to this point to be able to do something like this. And I want to thank you guys from the State Fair for having me. We'll get you a top 5. Let's give them a huge round of applause.
And your grand champion heifer comes from your Simmental breed. That's Miss Josie Phillips. Congratulations, Josie. That'll bring in Ann Lawrence Allen in contention for the top 5. Exhibitors, if you could move your animals closer to the walls, that would be super. And your reserve supreme champion heifer is your Lemmy, Miss Samantha Pico. Congratulations, Samantha. That'll bring in Michaela Massey in contention for top 5. And your third overall is your percent scimitar, Ms. Haley Polly. Congratulations, Haley. That'll bring in Wyatt Phillips in contention for top 5. Fourth overall is Miss Kira Moore with the Kianina. Congratulations, Kira. We'll excuse the Gelby from the ring, please. That'll bring in Clarabelle Bishop and Grant Taylor. And he got it done. Fifth overall is Mr. Wyatt Phillips. Congratulations. Let's put our hands together for all of our heifer exhibitors. We'd like to take a quick second and recognize our Kentucky Proud heifer champions. Your champion, Kentucky Proud heifer, was exhibited by Grayson Ruber with a percent scimitar. And your reserve champion with the Kianina, Mr. Grant Taylor. Let's put our hands together for both of those Kentucky Proud heifer champions. Here he comes. Grant Taylor, put your hands together for him.
And moving on with the night with our steer and market heifers. 72 steers and market heifers competed to make their way in tonight's ring. Now introducing your market third overall breed champions. Your AOB percentage, exhibited by Emily Carson of Beattiesville, 16 years old, Wolfe County 4-H, daughter of Kevin and Ashley Carson. And your Angus for your third overall is exhibited by Noah Adams of Nicholasville, 10 years old, Jessamine County 4-H, son of Josh and Lori Adams. And your third overall Charolais is exhibited by William Hardesty of Brandenburg, 18 years old, Meade County FFA, son of Kyle and Letitia Hardesty. And your third overall Hereford for tonight is exhibited by Tyler Young of Hardinsburg, 20 years old, Breckenridge County FFA, son of Jonathan and Shauna Young. And your third main Andrew for tonight is exhibited by Lindy Kaiser of Morning View, 16 years old, Kenton County 4-H, daughter of Cap Kaiser and Brandy Kennedy. What's back? Oh. And your Red Angus third overall is exhibited by John Souder of Cynthiana, 17 years old, Harrison County FFA, son of Bo and Jeffrey Souder. And your third place Scimitar is exhibited by Highland Hart of Falmouth, 15 years old, Pendleton County FFA, a daughter of Jacob Hart and Taylor Hertzberg. And your third overall Shorthorn Plus is exhibited by Ella Graves of Winchester, 16 years old, Bourbon County FFA, daughter of Keith and Beth Graves. And your third place crossbred is exhibited by Kira Moore of Fountain Run, 17 years old, Barron County FFA, daughter of Johnny and Vanessa Moore. And your third overall market heifer is exhibited by Danica Street of Sonora, 17 years old, Hardin County FFA, daughter of David and Amanda Street. Let's give it up for those third overall exhibitors. Now we're ready to introduce your market reserve breed champions. And your reserve AOB is exhibited by Reed Graves of Winchester, 12 years old, Bourbon County Middle School FFA, son of Keith and Beth Graves. And your reserve AOB percentage is exhibited by Xander Brown of Guston, 15 years old, Meade County FFA, son of Troy and Summer Brown. And your reserve Angus for tonight is exhibited by Mason Toll of Lawrenceburg. Let's give a big round of applause for Mason. And your reserve Charolais is exhibited by Bronx Holloway of Olmsted, 13 years old, Logan County 4-H, son of Ethan and Ashley Holloway. And your reserve Kiania is exhibited by Hadley Webb of Greenup, 14 years old, Red Hot 4-H Club, daughter of Richie and Kayla Webb. And your reserve Hereford for tonight is exhibited by Hannah Keith of Campbellsville, 21 years old, Taylor County, daughter of Brent and Misty Keith. And your reserve man Andrew for tonight is exhibited by Clara Beth Peterson of Nancy, 18 years old, Pulaski County 4-H, daughter of Michael and Julie Peterson. And your reserve Red Angus for tonight is exhibited by Hadley Campbell of Ferryville, 14 years old, Boyle County FFA, daughter of Michael and Julie Campbell. And your reserve Scimitar for tonight is exhibited by Bailey Miller of Greenup, 14 years old, Red Hot 4-H Club, daughter of Brandon and Gina Miller. And your Shorthorn Plus reserve is exhibited by Hadley Wilson of Nicholasville, 17 years old, Jessamine County FFA, daughter of Craig and Kelly Wilson. And your reserve crossbred for tonight is exhibited by Bailey Blevins of South Shore, 20 years old, Greenup County FFA, daughter of Jason and Alicia Bevins. And your reserve market heifer for tonight is exhibited by Annabelle Smith of Ewing, 17 years old, Fleming County FFA, daughter of Howard and Amanda Smith. Let's give it up for all your reserve breed champions. And now it's time to introduce your market breed champions for tonight's show. And your champion AOB will go to Brooklyn Thomas of Brandenburg, 12 years old, Meade County 4-H, daughter of Nathan and Gabby Turner. And your champion AOB percentage is exhibited by Colton Kearns of Union, 17 years old, Boone County, son of Chad and Serenity Kearns. And exhibiting your Angus champion is Seth Chungalo, Harrodsburg, 14 years old, Mercer County 4-H and Mercer County FFA, son of Adam and Elizabeth Chungalo. And introducing your Charolais champion, Brooks Peterson, Nancy, 9 years old, Pulaski County 4-H, son of Michael and Julie Peterson. And now walking in is your Kiania Grand Champion, exhibited by Bronx Holloway, Olmsted, 13 years old, Logan County 4-H, son of Ethan and Ashley Holloway. And exhibiting your champion Hereford is Will Beckley of Irving. Is Will Beckley of Irving, 17 years old, Clark County 4-H, son of Emily and L.W. Beckley. And exhibiting your grand champion main Anjou is Cale Redmond, Guston, 15 years old, Meade County FFA, son of Corey and Leslie Redmond. And exhibiting your Red Angus tonight is Collins Lynn Tate of Harnsburg, 11 years old, Breckenridge 4-H, daughter of Evan and Sammy Joe Tate. And your grand champion scimitar tonight is exhibited by Case Redmond of Guston, 17 years old, Meade County FFA, son of Corey and Leslie Redmond. That's short. And entering the ring now is your Shorthorn Plus, exhibited by Clara Holloway of Olmsted, 11 years old, Logan County 4-H, son of Ethan and Ashley Holloway. And your grand champion crossbed is exhibited by Addison Simpson of Crittenden, 17 years old, Creighton County 4-H, daughter of Anthony W. and Amanda Simpson.
Half a step. Boom.
And your grand champion market heifer for tonight is exhibited by Colton Kearns of Union, 17 years old, Boone County, son of Chad and Serenity Kearns. This one is shown by Claber Wolf. Let's give these folks a big round of applause for having their market animals out here with us. Yeah. And our judge for this evening is Harlan Yoakum from Socpala, Oklahoma. Harlan and his wife, Kara, run their family ranch there where they are raising their 4 children, Finley, Rainey, Tripp, and Conley. He grew up in the livestock industry and today is active involved with showing both cattle and goats alongside all 4 kids. Harlan is proud graduate of the Oklahoma State University. Join me in giving our judge for tonight, Mr. Harlan, a big round of applause.
Thank you so much. It's been a great pleasure of mine to be here the last couple of days and work with your young people and sort through your market steer show. It's been an incredible opportunity, and I know we're at the end, and we'll keep it short and get it wrapped up, but let's put our hands together and give them a big round of applause. All these folks that has worked hard to put this event together. It's really, really incredible to see this. I've never been a part of something to where we have the market and the breeding together to present the young people in this manner and to show off all their hard work and to show off their animals. It's been really quite something to sit over there, because fortunately I got to be last, so I got to listen to all these guys and watch all the other species go through, and to do it in the manner, the organization, and the effort it takes. My hat's off to you guys. Done an incredible job. And young people, the one thing, I know there's been a lot of great things said by the guys and everybody that you've got to listen to in the other Grand Drive speeches, and I don't have a whole lot more I can really add besides you really need to look around and you need to make sure and thank these people. And I don't care if you made it out here or you're standing there watching, make sure that you express your gratitude, because these type of events and these type of shows do not happen without a lot of hard work, time, and money and effort that all these people that you see that put this on goes to. It's an incredible event that takes incredible, great people to put on and do. Because young people, what you're a part of here, it's bigger than just this. It's bigger than just you and your animal at this time and at this place. And I really do encourage you to soak in the moment, understand what it's really truly about. We all know we have goals and we all want to win the show. No doubt about it. I'll be the first one to admit, as competitive as anybody. Want to strive to make them better, be better, and win. But at the end of the day, I can assure you, we won't always remember who won the show. Even if you win the show 10, 15, 20 years down the road, you won't always remember that, but I promise you will remember the journey there. You will remember the times you spent with your family and everybody that helped you finding that calf, breeding that calf, feeding the calf. You'll remember the different pieces along the way that happened to make it possible to get to that winner's circle. So really do make sure that you thank these people. You take in this time. These people you're around, these will be the people you're around for the rest of your life and you'll be involved with. You guys got a great set of young people here in Kentucky. It's been a great pleasure of mine to work through them. So one more time, let's put our hands together for all the youth here. Done an incredible job. We had an amazing steer show. I want to congratulate each one of you. And at this time, we'll go get you a top 5. Thank you very much. An incredible opportunity.
And your grand champion market steer at the 2025 Kentucky State Fair goes to your crossbred, exhibited by Addison Simpson. Congratulations. Now entering the ring is Bailey Blevins to take the reserve spot. And your reserve grand champion market steer here at the State Fair goes to your AOB percentage, exhibited by Colton Kearns. Congratulations. And coming in your reserve spot of your AOB percentage is Xander Brown. And your third place overall goes to your Scimitar, exhibited by Case Redmond. Congratulations. And coming in for the reserve spot is Bailey Miller. And your fourth overall market steer goes to your Charlays, exhibited by Brooks Peterson. Congratulations. Red. And coming in for your reserve Charlet is exhibited by Bronx Holloway. You're on fifth. And your fifth place overall market steer goes to your Kiania champion, Bronx Holloway. Congratulations. Your steer exhibitors are now can be excused. Congratulations to all market steer exhibitors. Would like to take this time to introduce our Kentucky Proud Market Beef Champions. The champion is as followed. Again, your grand champion, Kentucky Proud, goes to Bronx Holloway with his Kiania. And your reserve Kentucky Proud Market Beef Champion goes to Kira Moore. Congratulations. Did I already say the Kentucky? I did that before? Like before that? Okay.
Lights, please.
How many backdrops are we selling? Well, ladies and gentlemen, again, that does it for our 8th annual Grand Drive here in Broadbent Arena at the 2025 Kentucky State Fair. We know we have more activities throughout the weekend. We hope you enjoy your time here at the Kentucky State Fair, and we hope to see you here next year in 2026. Thank you. Have a good night, and God bless.